Welcome to the Spring Clean Your eBay store presented by Kat Simpson, the founder of That Cat. General housekeeping. Is this webinar being recorded? Yes, the recording will be available on our YouTube channel, and a link to the recording will be sent to all. Will you distribute the presentation slides? Yes, and we will add the slides as a PDF on our pagemage.com top-rated sellers webinar site. Having audio problems, phone, please hang up and call back in. On the computer, we recommend using the call-in number. Stay connected to the top-rated seller webinars. Sign up at www.pagemage.com/top-rated seller webinars. Get webinar info, selling tips, and seller advice. Our next webinar is Top 5 Tips for Profiting with Multi-Channel Selling, presented by Janelle Elms, Wednesday, May 22nd, 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Other upcoming webinars, Hugh Williams, the VP of Experience Search and Platforms Search at eBay, Lisa Satoro, Sourcing for Sellers, Sandy Garcia, Pinterest for Business, and many more. Sign up now at www.pagemage.com/top-rated seller webinars. Our connectors, That Cat, Kat Simpson of thatcat.com, and Karen Locker of solutionsforecommerce.com. Our sponsors, helping you achieve and maintain top-rated seller status, eBay Radio with hosts Jim Griffith and Lee Maribald, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Time every Tuesday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Time every Thursday. Listen live or to the archives. Outright, your small business simplified, pulls together sales and expense data, imports all marketplaces, banks, and credit cards, organizes your finances in one place, and it's free. Terapeak, make more money on every eBay sale. Price your items for maximum profit. Track your competition on eBay. Find new top-selling products. Access the past 365 days of closed listings. PageMage, billboards, make your eBay listing stand out. Smart Gallery, cross-sell what you want to promote. Both top 10 most popular in the eBay App Center, completely free. And Stamps.com imports orders from multiple marketplaces, post back delivery confirmation numbers, all USPS mail classes, free program for eBay sellers. And our speaker today is Kat, and you can find her at thatcat.com.
As you know, I'm Kat, and you can find me at thatcat.com. Most of y'all know me a lot. Today's class is going to be all about spring, so let me just say welcome to spring. Spring makes you aware of everything fresh and new around you and inspires you to create something fresh and new for yourself. So let's take that freshness to our eBay stores. Look at all the things you're going to learn today and pay attention to. We're going to talk about designing your eBay store home pages, setting up and sending your eBay newsletters, how to use those promotion boxes, how to find and read those important traffic reports, and how to customize your eBay SEO. Your CEO. Wouldn't it be nice to customize your CEO? We could choose our own. Before we go any further, I have a little poll that I'd like to have you guys answer. How many of you are aware? Let's see, I think I launched the poll. Are you seeing that? How many of you are aware of eBay's recent changes to the stores? We'll give it a couple of seconds so everybody can have a chance to vote, and then we'll let you guys know how to publish those results. Karen, do you see that button to let them see the results of that? Ooh, look at lots of votes. We have a very aware publish. We have a very aware audience here because it looks like 88% of you are very aware of the recent changes. So it sounds like that's why you're here, which makes me feel good. Only 13% that are here have not heard about the recent changes. So before we get into spring cleaning, we're going to talk a little bit about the recent changes that eBay made. eBay came out with a great big announcement not too long ago about the spring seller update. So before we get started on our spring cleaning mission in our eBay stores, I wanted to address these changes because a lot of these changes, especially regarding to stores, is going to start May 1st. Now, May 1st is 1 week from today, okay? So you don't have a lot of time. You have 1 week. So let's get started on that. Number one with these changes is eBay is giving you a choice. eBay is asking you to make a commitment to your eBay store. eBay is making it cheaper to own your eBay store if you will make this yearly commitment. For 99% of eBay store owners, I recommend you go with the yearly commitment. I can't even imagine many circumstances where it makes sense not to have an eBay store. Okay, they're still showing the poll. Let me get rid of that so you guys can see this slide with the announcement. There we go. This is our spring seller release. As I said, I have trouble even trying to think of a reason why a eBay seller would not have a store after this recent change. The only changes that I can see where you wouldn't need one is if you were seriously a buyer on eBay, and the only time that you sold was when your children grew out of one size of clothes. So if you're going to sell just a little bit once in a great while on eBay, you might not need a store. But at this point, 99.9% of eBay sellers need a store. If you're running a business, you need to make the commitment to run it like a business. eBay is giving us a gift with this announcement because you get to make the commitment to keep your store for a year, but you don't have to pay for the whole year up in advance. In my opinion, that's a gift. That's a present. Because it would be make a lot of sense for eBay to say, okay, you get the yearly rate, but only if you pay it all at once. That's how most companies do it. With eBay, you get to make the commitment, yes, I'm going to keep my store for a year, but you only make the payments monthly. So it's awesome that way. And I say, go for it. Make your choice and go for it. So the main choice you have to make, now that we got you, you know you need a store, is you need to find what level of store you need. Interestingly enough, with this change, people are talking about anchor stores again. I haven't had any clients that were anywhere near the anchor store level in years. Now, several of my friends are actually looking at an anchor store and thinking, this could save me money. Thanks to this changes with eBay, this is now pretty much a numbers game. Figuring out what level store you need is almost a numbers game strictly on this one. How much inventory do you have now, or how much inventory are you planning on keeping in your eBay store? Don't guess on this. Don't say, oh, I think I have 20, or I think I have 15. Don't guess. Pull some reports. We're going to talk about your reports later. Get some actual numbers to plug into this fee illustrator that eBay is giving us. Find out what your numbers are. Take into consideration if you plan on increasing your inventory or decreasing your inventory. But you need to make a choice. It's all a numbers game. The new numbers are eBay Basic Store, $15.95 a month if you choose the yearly subscription. Auctions will cost you 25 cents a piece. Fixed price will cost you 20 cents, and that's after the 150 free listings you get with a basic store. The premium store is going to stay the price it is now, $49.95 a month, if you choose the yearly subscription. With a premium store, auctions are going to cost you 15 cents, fixed price is going to cost you 10 cents, and you're going to get 500 free listings. Anchor stores, remember I told you very few people considered them? They used to be $2.99 a month, $300 a month. Now that price is dropping as low as $179.95 per month for an anchor store, and that's, of course, if you have the yearly subscription. Anchor stores will lower your cost for auctions to 10 cents each and fixed price 5 cents. In addition to that, you get 2,500 free listings. So, as I said, eBay's provided some tools, and when we send out the PDF, all of these links will be in the tools. The first link here is the fee illustrator. Easiest way to find it until you get this link is just go to Google and Google eBay fee illustrator. Bring it right up for you. This is the most useful tool they've come out with. It's where you put in the number of listings you have now. Again, take into consideration if you're planning on raising your inventory or lowering your inventory. But this is what will help you figure out what level of store do I need. The other link is to a fee calculator. This is really more useful for you as individual items. If you sell very low-cost items or if you sell expensive items, the fee calculator will help you see what the new fees are going to do to your bottom line. But the fee illustrator is the one you need to help you decide what level of store you want. The other links in here are screenshots to a checklist and some info center answers that eBay's put out. All of the links will be in the PDF that we will make available on the Top Rated Seller webpage, hopefully within 24 hours, at the minimum within 48 hours after this webinar. So you have 1 week. Make a decision May 1st. make a commitment. Please let me know in the chat room if you can see the links I've got up here. I know you can't really copy them down because they're so long, but if you can see those, would you type in the chat or all that? I know that one person is having trouble seeing anything, so I'm wondering. Okay. All right, it seems that it's just one person that's having trouble. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Carolyn, one of our guests, is having trouble seeing, and I want to apologize. Perhaps logging out and logging back in would solve that problem. Okay, everybody, thanks so much. We are going to jump into the subject of the day, which is spring cleaning. Yay! Oh, you guys aren't excited about spring cleaning? I'm so sorry you're not excited about spring cleaning. Spring cleaning, we don't want you to run around like this poor girl here. She's just got the buckets and everything going. We don't want you to do it like this. We want you to be more like this guy here, okay? He's got his tools, and he's got a plan, and he is ready to go. This is what we want with our spring cleaning of our eBay stores, okay? We want to look, we don't necessarily have to look like this guy, but we definitely want to get going in the method that he is. He's got a plan. He's ready to go. So we're going to start in a special room of your house. I think you're going to enjoy this. We're going to start in the bedroom. I think the bedroom can actually be one of the most important rooms in your house and your eBay store. So let's talk about what happens most often in the bedroom. Think about the bedroom in your house. What happens most often in the bedroom? Oh, no, not that. That would be a different kind of webinar. I'm talking about communication. Most often in your bedroom is where communication happens. Pillow talk, private conversations. When you want to have a conversation with somebody, come on over here and have this private conversation. So a lot of communications happen in the bedroom. It's where spouses, lovers, and significant others share some of their most important communication. So when you're thinking about communication and the communication room in your eBay store, what would the communication room in your eBay store be? It would be your newsletters. That's how you communicate with your customers, through your newsletters. Did you even know if you have a newsletter? I've talked to many, many eBay store owners who honestly did not realize they had a newsletter. So what you need to do, the first thing, is just go check. You might be surprised that you didn't even know you had a newsletter, and yet you have 5, 10, 20 subscribers already. How do you figure this out? Really easy. You check your subscriptions. You'd log into your My eBay, and then you hit Manage Your Store. Right at the top of the Manage Your Store page is this information right here. It shows you your subscription level and how many listings you have, and it also shows you how many email subscribers you have. My guess is even if you don't realize you have a newsletter, you have 1, 2, 3, or more subscribers. Now, that may sound like it doesn't mean much. I only have 5. Wow. But it does mean something. It means you've got 5 people, 5 customers who care enough about your items in your store that they want to see what you have to say. They want to hear from you. In the retail world, customers are gold. You would never ignore a customer. Can you imagine somebody came into your retail store and everybody, all the clerks in the store just turned their back on them and walked away and did something else? We would never do that. If you have subscribers on your newsletter and never talk to them, that's what you're doing to your customers, totally ignoring them. Great point. Thank you, Carolyn. You can always sign up for your own newsletter and see what other people are seeing from it. Okay, there are 2 big rules of eBay newsletters, sort of like the big rules of Fight Club, you know? 2 big rules of eBay newsletters. Rule number 1, do send them. Very simple. You know, rule number 1 of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. Rule number 1 of eBay newsletters, you do send them. That's the simple big rule. The second rule of eBay newsletters, do not send them automatically, okay? So number 1, you do send them. Number 2, you do not send them automatically. Now, what do I mean by automatically sending them? See, I'm going to get you started. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Now, even though there are only 2 rules for eBay newsletters, there's already an exception. Don't you love that? I only gave you 2 rules, and now there's an exception to the rule. Rule number 2 says do not send them automatically. Here's the exception. You should always send the welcome email to your customers. This means that even if Karen logs into my store at 3 a.m. when she couldn't sleep, decides to sign up for my newsletter, at 3:20 a.m. approximately, she's going to get an email newsletter thanking her for subscribing and giving her a little article and saying, I really appreciate your business. Thanks so much. She's going to think I sit in front of my computer 24/7. Well, my husband already thinks that. But anyway, you don't have to sit in front of your store 24/7. eBay provides this one email that you can set up that will automatically go out as soon as someone signs up. It's called the welcome email. Again, to find your information on email marketing, log into your My eBay, and then under Account, look for the link that says Manage My Store. At the top, you'll see your subscribers, and you'll also see a link to email marketing. Now, let's get back to that rule about do not send them automatically. What do I mean by do not send them automatically? Well, I don't care if your newsletters are fancy, full of HTML and beautiful colors and coordinated and all of that. However, I don't care if they're that way or they're simple. Just don't send the automatic one. See this title right up here where it says newly listed email right here? Yep, newly listed right here, okay? Do you know how many email newsletters I get every week with a subject line that says newly listed? Or the ones that say, I have a sale in my eBay store. Don't send those. If you can't be bothered to spend a few minutes personalizing the emails, or at least personalizing the subject line, you're telling me, your customer, that I'm not worth your time. I know you don't mean to tell us that, so don't do that. How do these newsletters get sent automatically? You can set it up to send out an email every week or every month with all your newly listed items. If you're going to do that, you need to log in before it goes out and put some personalization into it. I have one newsletter I get from Grandpa's Trading Company. I adore his newsletters because even though they're fairly standard in what the pictures and the listings and all of that, what I love about it is that he does something different. He always does something, a little bit of story about one of his grandchildren or his dog or his pet goat, just a little paragraph up at the top. And then he also changes the subject line. So when I get an email from Grandpa's Trading Post, it doesn't say, check out the sale in my eBay store like the other 10 that I got that week. It says, Grandpa's Trading Horse has a 7% off sale this week. It's something different. When you send these automatic emails and you use eBay's default subject line, it looks like, smells like, and reads like spam. And you're going to get that delete key. Okay? So now I've given you all the things to be careful of. Now I want you to be like Nike and just do it. Okay? All right. We've handled the bedroom. We've handled your communications. What's the next room in the house that we're going to go to? Well, I'm going to show you. The next room in the house is going to be the main place that people come and see you. As soon as I get this off so that I can actually advance my slides, you guys are going to love this. I'm going to show you the next slide in the deck, which is the entryway. All right? Well, we're going to try it anyway. Kathy tried something new, and now it's not letting me. Thanks for bearing with me. Here we go. This is the first impression people get of your house. This is your entryway. Now, I want to let you know that not every house has this fancy, formal, two-story entryway, but every house has some kind of entryway, whether it's formal or informal. Every house has a place where people and visitors come into your home. Wherever they come into your home, that is where they get the first sense of how you care for your home. Is it clean? Is it well decorated? That's what tells people if you care about your home. So if they're going to come into your eBay store and they're going to see your entryway, they're going to see how you care about your eBay store. So what is your entryway into your eBay store? That would be your eBay store home page. This is the part of the program where I'm going to show you how to customize your eBay store without hiring a designer. When you customize your eBay storefront, just as when you add personal touches to your entryway, you're showing visitors that you care about your eBay store. And we know you do, so let's show them that you do. Now, there's nothing wrong with hiring a designer for your store. Hiring a designer can be done for anywhere between $200 and $2,000. And it can be, in some cases, a wise and financially smart choice. Nothing wrong with it. See, I hired a designer. I'm very happy with how she set up my store. And Cindy hired a designer, and I think her store looks really, really cool. She's got all of her categories there. And Charlene hired an eBay designer, and I love her little icons there. So there's nothing wrong with hiring an eBay designer. Sometimes, if you don't have the time and effort, you can have a very nice eBay store with a designer, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, if you have more time than money at this point, without hiring a designer, you can still have a customized storefront. There are free, I think there's 6 right now, free eBay store templates from eBay. And these are designed to be used by people with very little HTML knowledge. They are very easy to adapt. I have several friends who have used them. In fact, this is a snapshot of one of my friend's stores, Michelle. This is Deja Vu postcards. This was all put together by her based on one of the eBay store templates. Didn't she do a beautiful job? If you're looking for any kind of postcards or collectibles, check out Deja Vu postcards. This is done by one of the eBay store templates. Now, you're not going to go all the way to designing your eBay store homepage. This is kind of a time investment or a dollar investment, either way. There's another way to get started and make an impact on that entryway of your eBay store. And here's how you do that. You can do a custom store header. Okay? There's a link here that will take you to the custom listing header instructions. And on the other pages, I had links to the free eBay store templates. All of that will be in the PDF that you'll get after the presentation. If you're not going to do a whole store, at least consider creating a custom header. This is not hard at all. And if you can't even do that, at least go into your store header and edit the keywords there. Now, if you're looking at this and saying, you know, this is interesting, and I think I might like this, but I need someone to take me by the hand and show me step by step how to do it. If that's what you need, YouTube is your friend. I went and Googled eBay store, free eBay store template, and I was so surprised because what I found was hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos showing people how to customize their eBay store. There were some YouTube videos that used these free templates from eBay and showed you how to install them. There were others that showed you other free eBay custom headers, free eBay things, and all of that. So if you want to customize your store, YouTube is your friend. You can go to YouTube and just look for, use it as a search engine, customize my eBay store, customize my eBay store header, something like that. Okay? All right, so that's the entryway to your eBay store, the custom storefront and the custom store header. That's what people first see when they come to your store homepage. What's the next room in the house that we're going to talk about in our spring cleaning for our eBay stores? That would be the living room. The living room is for living, of course, that's how I got that name, but it's also the most common room that's used for entertaining and interacting with your visitors. It's where you take people to have an interaction with them. And sit around and watch together or play cards or charades and conversation. This is the room to act with your people. Have that view. I just love that view of that living room. How do you act with visitors in your eBay store? Well, of course, when they get to your home page, first thing you do is wow them with your custom storefront or your custom header. And then when you want to interact with them, you use promotion boxes, okay? What are promotion boxes? Did you know that you can have over 600 different promotion boxes? You can have up to 4 on every page. You can have them on every category page, every individual item page, all the custom pages from your store. You can have the custom promotion boxes on those pages. You can have a total of 4 promotion boxes on every page. Danny reminds me, actually, if you count them all up, you can go as high as 1,200. Thank you, Danny. We're going to say we'll settle for 1. Okay, we're going to make it easy. We don't want you to do 600. We don't even want you to do 1,200. But let's start with at least 1. Surely we can do that. This is how you interact with your eBay store visitors and spruce it up for spring. The store homepage has a place for a promotion box right at the top. This is an example right here where you can take one promotion box and make it clear across the width of your eBay store. So you can choose to have 2 promotion boxes, or you can choose to have one that runs across the whole store. So if you really want to do the promotion boxes, try it out on your home page. I like the idea of using this nice long one. As you can see, all of her items, her new items, are scrolling through here. That's a good use of a promotion box. Got some other good examples too. I really like this one. This is pretty standard. This person is using the standard 2 promotion boxes right there. One is for her new arrivals and one is for ending soon. This is pretty standard, very simple to do, no customization necessary. You just go in there and do that. Okay, I like this one too, and the reason I have this one in here is twofold. Number one, you don't have to have just one newsletter. Now, I'm going to encourage everyone here to have one newsletter to start with. But if you end up having some specific types of customers like this seller does, you can have more than one newsletter, okay? Just remember that you're doubling, or in this case, tripling your work to keep up with those. So start with one. But another little, here's a freebie hint, change the name of the default newsletter. How many people are going to sign up for your eBay store newsletter when it says general info? Okay, how exciting is it to sign up for a newsletter that says general info? Yeah, no, change it to something that applies to your customers. But the other reason I've got this example of promotion boxes in here, if you look down here where it says 2 results in baton DVDs, this is not her store home page. This is her category page. And so I brought this on to show you that you can have 2 promotion boxes on your store home page, and then you can have 2 completely different promotion boxes on your category pages. So for instance, you could have something on the baton DVD, something else on your exercise DVD. Every single category has its own. And all of these stuff about promotion boxes and newsletters, these are for every level of store. If you stick with us to the end, we'll get to Q&A, and I'll try to answer as many questions as I can before we run out of time for sound. But these all come with every level of store, okay? So here's another example. This smart seller has a category page with specific promotion boxes. I like that. Here's something else I wanted to show you. This is a great example of a front and center newsletter ad. This seller is very smart. Doesn't just say, hey, sign up for my newsletter. It says, being rushed, busy, overwhelmed, sign up for my newsletter and receive my report. Okay, so that's a great promotion for your store newsletter to have on your front page. Again, who wants to sign up for a newsletter that says, please sign up for my newsletter? Name of the newsletter is general info. Who wants to sign up for that? Okay, so give it a fun name and give it a good ad on the front page. Here are the other 2 locations I wanted to show you. We do a lot of talking because these are the ones, the promotion boxes up here at the top, those are the ones you need to concentrate on. Those are the ones that people see more often than not. But it is true that every page in your eBay store does have the possibility of 4 promotion boxes. The 2 here at the top and these 2 here are on the bottom on the left side. If you scroll down your eBay stores, these 2 boxes are here. If you want to use them, go for it. Use them. Nothing wrong with that. But because you have, thank you, Daddy, 1,200, let's focus on these ones up top that really catch people's attention first. And now I got one more surprise for you. Look what this smart seller did. This is actually a video embedded in her promotion box. Isn't that brilliant? So if you want to do something really special for your customers, do a little video or find a little video. Everything's video on the web now. And you can actually put a how-to video in the promotion box on your site. You can put it on the front page. You can put it on the category pages. This particular one is on a page where the seller is selling batons, and she's actually put a video here teaching people how to choose what size baton. Pretty interesting, isn't it? You can actually have videos in your promotion box. Okay, so we've done all the public areas of your eBay store. I hope you're still with me. Nobody's asleep yet or nobody's giving up. This is time now for what I call the control center of the house. And this probably stems from the day when everybody goes back to cooking 3 meals a day and working hard in the kitchen. And that's not so much the reality anymore, but still the kitchen is where everybody in the family congregates at least a couple times a day for the basic necessities. So I guess it still qualifies as the control center. Now, if the kitchen is the control center of your home, what is the control center of your eBay store? Think about that. The control center of your eBay store would be someplace that eBay provides store owners information about what's going on behind the scenes in your store. In the kitchen, you can see by the pantry what's being eaten and what's not being eaten. In your eBay store, if you go to your Omniture reports, you can find out a lot about what's going on behind the scenes in your eBay store. Most eBay store owners do not know that they have these reports, or they don't utilize them on a regular basis. Is this you? Did you know you had traffic reports and sales reports and all kinds of things? Again, this is on the same page where you found your newsletter information. You go to your My eBay, and then under the drop-down accounts is Manage My Store. And the newsletter stuff is at the top. This stuff is all the way at the bottom. And yes, it comes with Anchor. You do get more reports, more in-depth reports with a premium store. However, traffic reports are what we're looking at now. They're very easy to find, and if you click on this link, you might find this happening. Uh-oh. The seller hasn't been checking their traffic reports. If you don't log in and at least look for your traffic reports every 90 days, you lose them. You see, this is a free service for eBay sellers that own stores. However, it's not free to eBay. eBay pays for these traffic reports. They pay the company Omniture. And if you Google Omniture, you'll see that they sell reports to several other website development companies, and they are highly regarded in this space. Omniture reports are not perfect, and sometimes they have glitches, but they have some great information in there. Again, don't let this happen to you. You have to check in every 90 days to keep your subscription active. So put it on your calendar if you can at least do that. All right, now once you go in, this is what you're going to see. This is the dashboard. Now I said a little bit earlier that there are more reports and more in-depth reports with a premium store. I happen to have a premium store, so not all of the reports that are available to me will be available to those with basic reports. However, most of the basic reports about how much traffic you had and where the traffic came from are available in every level of store, even the basics. There's some advanced path reports and things like that for only premium stores. Right now, what I want you to focus on is your finding methods. This is an overview. We could and probably should have a full webinar, maybe even more than one, just on exploring the report. And if that's a webinar that you would be interested in, please let us know, because there is a depth of knowledge here that can really help you know how to fine-tune your business. But it takes more than what I've got to give you. This is kind of a quick overview of the things that you can do to spruce up your eBay store for spring. So I'll let everybody know. I'm getting some yeses. I think that's a really good in-depth topic. Today we're going to talk about the finding methods, because I think it's really important to know where people are finding you. You're going to find some interesting things that I found out doing the research for this webinar. Study these at least once a month to help you know where your marketing efforts are paying off and where they are not. Oh, you're out there spending as much time as you can marketing your eBay business. Wouldn't you like to know if it's working or not? Here's where you do that. Look here under your referring domains, and you find that under up here where it says finding methods, and then when I click on that, it will come up and give me an option to look at referring domains. When I hit referring domains, this is the report I get. Now, like I said, we could do a whole seminar on this, and obviously from the interest we should do that. But for today, I just want you to see that Google is my #1 referring domain, not eBay. This is a change over the last few years. It used to be that much, much more traffic came straight from the eBay site, but look what's happened. Twice as much traffic from Google as from eBay. More than that if you count all the other Google Australia, Google the Philippines, Google UK, and Hong Kong. But just look at this. 32% traffic from Google, 15% from eBay. Where am I spending my marketing efforts? You betcha. I need to be found on Google, okay? Now, There's other Google sites, Google California. Look here what's number 4. Isn't that interesting? Facebook is number 4. I guess I am getting some decent traffic from there. Look down here what's number 10, YouTube. Who would have expected that? And then some of these other sites I don't understand. What is Zap Meta, and where am I getting traffic from that? Who's looking for me on Bing, and what are they using to look for me there? And Facebook, where on Facebook? What am I doing on Facebook that's bringing traffic, and how do I do more of it? Okay, so if you're curious, these are good statistics for you to see where you're getting traffic. It's also good if somebody mentions you on a blog or there's a press release, PR newswire. It's good for you to see that that works, that brought you people. But if you don't understand what it is, you see this cute little, like a magnifying glass right here? This is awesome. All you have to do is click on that magnifying glass, and it brings up, look at that beautiful information right there, the exact link where they came from. This person was on a website called zapmeta.com, never heard of it, and they were doing a search query for One Sole Shoes reviews. Okay, I sell a brand of shoes called One Sole, and I have several custom pages and reviews and information about One Sole on my eBay store. Somebody was on this type of search kind of domain, and they were searching for One Sole shoe reviews. That's where they found them. So what does that mean to me? That means I'm going to go to this place, and I'm going to figure out if I should be advertising there. If maybe they'd like me to write a review for them, what's going on. It's just a matter of finding out where all this traffic is coming from and where you should spend your time. If you've spent hours and hours on Facebook, building a company Facebook page, talking about interesting things, every once in a while throwing out a link about, hey, I'm selling this, and Facebook never even showed up in your top 10, maybe your customers aren't on Facebook. That's a possibility. I know, 7 billion people on Facebook. But maybe your customers aren't looking for you there. Or maybe you're not getting how to do Facebook right. That's a possibility too. But this helps you see where your marketing efforts are paying off. YouTube. I think I'm going to pay some more attention to YouTube. All right? Great information. Think of the Omniture reports as the control center of your eBay store, and always use it at least once a month. But you saw what happened. If you don't check in every 90 days, the reports go away. And the reason that's bad is because you really need to be able to go back, and if you get a swing in traffic around Easter time, you need to know that that's pretty normal. You know, hey, look, I get a swing in traffic at Easter. This is normal. Or, hey, my sales go down in July every year. It's important to know that, and the reports can give you that if you have more than 90 days. Okay, what else can you find out? Your top referring domains. eBay and Google should always be in there. What else is in there? I found it very interesting that Facebook was number 4. I found it even more interesting that YouTube was in the top 10. These are the details that you're digging for. You'll soon know if spending time in the right places is what you're doing, or where you might be wasting some of your valuable time. Check it out. Okay, we talked about all the public rooms, the control center. What's left? Welcome to the necessary room. Are any of you old enough like me to remember when older people would refer to it as the necessary room? I don't know if anybody else is familiar with that term. This is a bathroom, and we call it the unnecessary room because it's necessary, okay? Nobody loves to clean the bathroom, but it's definitely necessary. Check out the corded phone there. Yes, are we old enough to remember a corded phone? Now we all just take our cell phones in there and pray nobody can see video on our phones. So I thought the corded phone definitely dates the photo, but it gives you the idea of cleaning the necessary room. Now, how many necessary rooms do we have in our eBay store? Well, we actually have a lot of them. But what I'm referring to for this presentation as the necessary room is your SEO, not your SEO, as I said at the beginning, but your SEO, your search engine optimization. This is how anyone from Google, Bing, Yahoo, or any other search engine are going to find you. How are they going to find you if you don't pay any attention to SEO? And yes, even as an eBay store owner, it matters. Don't let eBay do your SEO for you. You need to take charge. Now, this is another change. Remember I talked about how you used to get most of your traffic from eBay and some of it from Google and how that's changed? Well, this is another change. It used to be that we got so much traffic from eBay, we didn't need to worry so much about Google. Now, as you can see, Google was twice my eBay search engine traffic. You've got to be found on Google. How are you going to be found on Google? SEO. SEO used to be something that only webmasters, people that had their own independent websites, had to worry about. This is not true anymore. Google is sending out your information, but eBay is sending out your information. But are they sending out the information you want them to send out? You don't know. So here's how you find this. Again, you go to your Manage My Store, and then up on the top left corner, you'll see this little set for store management. See this right here where it says search engine keywords? And yes, all of these are important to check out. But search engine keywords are necessary rooms. So we're looking at this, okay? Click on that search engine keyword and look at this beautiful, yummy page with all that room for keywords. Now, you're an eBay seller, you know what keywords are. And just so you know, this is the part of the page I could fit into a screenshot so you could get an idea. This goes on and on and on and on because every page in your store offers you this opportunity. Look at all these yummy keywords. The spiders are going to have a feast. Google spiders I'm talking about, the ones that eat the keywords. Now, this is all my main pages. I've got custom pages. I've got category pages. All of those have room for me, okay? Now, this is not a keyword class. I said we weren't having a report class. We're also not having a keyword class. If you would like a keyword class, tell us about it because I think we could definitely have a good class on keywords, probably more than one. But since you are already eBay sellers, you know the importance of keywords. A keyword is just the class that you learn what words your customers are using. If you call it a purse and they call it a pocketbook, you are losing sales. If you call them tennis shoes and your customers call them running shoes, you are losing sales. If you call it a wallet and somebody that wants to buy one calls it a businesswoman's clutch, you want to be able to call it a woman business clutch, okay? So what I'm saying is you need to know the words that your customers are using. You already do that. Thank you for your report. We were definitely going to put that on the list. Keyword class and eBay store reports class. I hope Chris is listening good and making notes. We got some great topics. Okay, you're already doing the best you can with keywords because you're putting them in your titles. Always put your most important words in your titles. Always put them at the front of your title. So you're doing great. Use those keywords. Use those reports that I showed you earlier. I showed you the referring domain, but you can also use that same report to find what words people were using to search for you. What words did they put into Google to find your store? Those are keywords. Now, a couple hints. Again, like I said, we need a keyword class, but a couple of hints for your SEO and your keywords. What words folks are using to find your items and buy them. Use the Omniture reports to find the right keywords. Use your best-selling auctions and use those keywords. Use Google tools to find keywords. There's a Google AdWords tool that is free to use to create ads for Google, but you don't have to use it to create ads. You can use it to find your keywords. All of these tools are free, and there's also very expensive paid tools. You should do this for every page in your store, including the custom pages. Remember, we all get 15 custom pages. And here's a freebie tip. Keep them in a Word or Excel document. Once you've gone to all of the trouble of figuring this out, keep it on your computer. I want you to look at something that I found very frustrating when I pulled this up. See this big empty spot right here with no keywords? And see this big empty spot right here with the no. Yeah, those weren't empty 2 weeks ago. All technology has glitches. As we saw today, GoToWebinar has glitches. TalkShoe, I know very well, has glitches. eBay has glitches. And occasionally those glitches cause your keywords to go away. Yes. So that's why I tell you, if you're going to go to all the trouble to do this, put these keywords into an Excel spreadsheet or put them into a Word document. Put them somewhere. Because when you log back in 2 weeks later and they're all gone, and you're kind of hitting your head against the, oh no, all that work again, all you've got to do is go back to your keyword list, copy and paste them back in. Believe me, you'll thank me. These blank pages show up rather often. I even have it on my Google Calendar once a month to jump in and check that they're still there. Lots of places you can keep them. Just make sure you keep them. Okay, that's the end of our spring cleaning tour. I know Karen's collecting lots of questions. There were a couple of questions that came in earlier that were sent to Chris and I before the webinar. So I'm going to do those really quick and then get Karen on here to help me recap what other questions we have. I think we have plenty of time. I'm using my phone, so I have no clock. I'll catch on Karen to tell me how much time we have. But right now, these questions came in before the webinar. First question was, how do I create shipping profiles with discounts? And the answer to that question is right here on eBay. I've got the link that I found. And here's another freebie tip. When you're trying to find something on eBay, go to Google. Absolutely. Go to Google and Google eBay shipping profiles. That's how I found it. So you can create your shipping profiles in eBay. And the good thing about a shipping profile is if you sell various different types of items like I do, and I sell some items that are shoes and they weigh 3 pounds. And then I sell other items that are lotions and sell, they're 6 ounces. They need to be handled differently. You can create different shipping profiles and you can do discounts in your profile. The second question was about the Sales Maximizer tool. Now, the last I heard, this was a tool that is in beta. So I do not know if everyone has access to this tool or not. Again, I went to Google and Googled eBay Sales Maximizer tool. And I did that and found this link, and I remember a couple of my friends are opting into this. I do not know if it's still in beta or if it's for everybody. I'm sorry. It looks like a great idea. It's a way for you to offer coupons and discounts to your customers. If you look at this, it looks like a lovely thing, and I would hope that I'd be able to do it. You can encourage folks, if you spend $50, you get free shipping. You can do buy one, get one 50% off. You can get $15 off if you spend $50. Lots of those. So, this is a great sales maximizer. If your account is opted into it, I would explore it a lot. I think this is great. If you look way over here, it's got an instructions manual for PDF updated last year. So let's hope it's not still in beta. Now, the question that came in was actually, do I use the Sales Maximizer tool or the shipping profile discount? I would say you use both. I would set up my basic shipping profile, and then I would use the Sales Maximizer to run special sales. So I think they're both great tools. If you have access to them, I would use them both. That's my general answer. Okay, Karen.
Hi, Kat. Actually, and on that Sales Maximizer tool, somebody has sent it to me to look at because it's a spreadsheet-based thing, so that's why somebody sent it to me. One of the things that I've noticed looking at it, and I haven't done a lot of research, but just from the little bit I did, a really important thing would be to have that custom field on the custom ID field on your items, because that's what it bases it on. And it's more like a cross promotion than a sale.
Okay.
So that's what a lot of it works for. I mean, it does work for the sales too, but it's trying to get you to sell more of your stuff altogether. So if you sell a hat and you've got shoes that match, you can relate them and give them a discount if they buy both. You know how when you go to most of the sites, if you buy this and this, you can get this discount? That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Do you know if it's still in beta or if
as far as I know, it's still in beta. I don't even have global shipping yet, so,
Okay. All right. So since you have more experience with this, thank you so much for chiming in. This is based on spreadsheets. You have to use the custom field in your eBay listings to be able to use it. And would you say that it's definitely a different tool and you would use this and the shipping discount thing?
Yes, because this is trying, because you don't necessarily want to cross-market all your stuff. Like if you're selling, if one-of-a-kind sellers especially, if they're selling a candlestick holder and a brass elephant, one's crystal, one's brass,
right.
You don't want to cross-promote those because there would be no point in having a shipping discount on those.
Yeah.
But you might want to cross-promote them as in a decor thing and having a discount on if you buy them both. that kind of thing.
Okay, what do you think? How would folks find out if they're able to use this Sales Maximizer? I can't find a place on the page to log in.
So they probably don't have it, and I think it'll be one of those things that'll pop up in their email or like all the promotions do, or all of a sudden this new tab will show up or on your store. That's my thought process.
I'll do some research after the webinar and see if we can find out a way to opt in. And if we do, we'll put it on the Top Rated Seller Facebook page. So right now.
Okay.
I know you've got questions.
I got questions, and you got 7 minutes.
Questions. I'm not used to that.
It's 7 minutes until 3 o'clock, but I know, Kat, you probably will answer a little bit past that if we need to.
Yeah.
One of the biggest questions we had in the beginning was to do with the email marketing. And here's one of the newest questions, and then we'll go into the old ones. Is there a way I can add a link to my off eBay newsletter sign-up form? She uses MailChimp, either on my eBay storefront or on eBay emails that go to my customers, or even in her listings.
You definitely in your listing. It's questionable whether you do it on your About Me page. eBay allows off eBay links only on the About Me page. Whether you can put them to your off list, I don't think you'd get shut down for it. You might get your hands slapped. You definitely can't put it in your listings. eBay is very, very generous about letting us recruit our customers to our off eBay list and our off eBay website. Much more generous than Amazon or any of the others that I know of, except maybe Bonanza. But I wouldn't push it with the newsletter. What you can do is you are, according to the Can Spam Act, once somebody buys something from you, you are in a quote-unquote transaction with them for 30 days. For 30 days, you are allowed to send them one email that says, hey, thanks for buying that for me. I'd really like to add you to my newsletter. Now, that email could have a link to an outside newsletter, okay? But again, that's a one-time thing, and it only goes back 30 days. If somebody bought something from you 31 days ago, you are not, according to the Federal Can Spam Act, you are not allowed to solicit that person, only within the last 30 days.
Okay. Now, could you also, on your packing slip or on any kind of drop-in that you put in inserts, could you put it there?
Absolutely. Anything you put in the package, that's a great idea. I would suggest that you do, as our mentors taught us, give them something for it. You're asking them to log on and give you their email address. Give them something. You saw one of the seller stores I had was giving them a free report. You know, if you sell something, give them a report about how to take care of it. Sign up for my newsletter and get a report on how to keep your brand new designer purse looking new. You know, something. Give them something back for the benefit of them giving you their email address.
Okay. So that pretty much covers, can you send, okay, let's go to the beginning here. Can you send emails outside of eBay allowing the person to sign up for your eBay store updates? So kind of a reverse.
Yeah, same thing. Even if you're asking them to sign up for your eBay store newsletter, it's still 30 days. eBay buyers do not want to be spammed. I would put sign up for my eBay newsletter all over my eBay store. I would put it in all my emails. I put it in my listings. I put a sign up button in my listings, but I wouldn't go after them one by one. You could do it once a month and get everybody for the last 30 days, but you just got to really be careful of that line. It's still a 30-day line. Once they're outside that 30-day transaction window, it's spam.
Okay. Well, that answers a lot of the questions about the email. Most of the people want to know what they can and what they can't do. Can they write to their previous customers?
Oh, hey, and you can go into PayPal. PayPal's the easiest place to get those email addresses. It's easier to get them from PayPal than eBay. And I know, believe me, if you've been on eBay for 10 years like I was before I realized I even had a newsletter, it is so tempting. I've got 10 years worth of emails. No, you don't. You have 30 days worth of emails. I know it's disappointing. I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what it is. Beth says you can also put a sign-up button for Facebook now on your About Me page, so that'd be cool.
Cool. Okay. Now, a lot of the questions we had in the beginning, too, were about the yearly commitment and the eBay store and things like that. If I already have a store, do I have to do anything to let eBay know I want to make that yearly commitment?
Yes. And check today, again, and the yearly option is not The way it's supposed to work is on May 1st, when you log into your eBay store account, there's going to be an option. There's going to be an option for you to choose that yearly. I've logged in every day and tried to find it, haven't found it yet. Whether it's going to appear en masse at the exact same time and crash eBay servers, that would be kind of interesting. I don't know.
Well, Kat, I found
May 1st. Yes, ma'am.
I found a page, and I had put it a couple of places. I'll see if I can find the link again.
Okay.
I know for me, I'm a mid of the month store. And according to eBay seller checklist, on May 10th, because I pay my bill in the middle of the month, they said on May 10th is when I should subscribe to the yearly. And at the end of the month, people, it looks like they don't subscribe to the yearly until the end of May. It's like they've pushed it.
End of May.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find that link, and I will definitely put it in our Facebook group, the Top Rated Seller Webinars Facebook group. I know I've put it in a couple of other groups in the past.
That would be great. This is another one of those things that came out with the announcement. You sign up on May 1st, but a lot of the time lately, when they had these deadlines, they ended up pushing it back. You know,
right.
We're going to give you grace. I haven't seen it in writing. If Karen has, it'd be great. We'll put it in the Facebook group.
Yeah, Beth is saying.
Thank you, Beth.
Yeah, Beth is saying she saw her date is May 22nd. Her bill is the 30th of the month. Mine's the 15th, and mine said the 10th. So I would say look 5 days before your billing date. So if your billing date is May 1st, then I would look 5 days beforehand, because that's what it sounds like it's doing, 5 to 7 days before the date.
So take the fee, use the fee illustrator that we put the link out there for, and run your numbers and make a decision about what you're going to do. Then you know what you're going to do, and you just keep checking your eBay store around your billing date, so that you know that you're ready to make that decision.
Okay. Another question is, with so many eBay promotions recently for free listings, why should we consider moving from premium to anchor store?
Well, I believe several reasons for that. Number one, I believe that those promotions were a test for these new fees. If we give them all these new free promotions, how is the site going to handle it? So I'm not sure that all these huge, like the last promotion, 200,000 listings, I'm dying to interview somebody who actually listed 200,000 items. That would be so fun.
They use File Exchange, I bet.
I know, but wouldn't it be so cool? Anyway, I don't see those continuing.
They will. Sorry.
They will? Okay.
I hate to disagree with you, but I heard it from eBay themselves that they are going to continue having them. Not maybe the same size.
Not the same size, the 200,000. Okay, here's the deal. Number one, I wasn't sure you could count on those. I'm still, eBay changes their mind, so we'll reserve judgment on that. My main thing with that is you can't run your business on maybes and ifs, okay? Don't run your business on these promotions. Don't change everything you plan to do for your business based on an eBay promotion. It's an eBay promotion. They're running it for eBay. They're doing research. They're finding things out. Take advantage of them? Yes. If they'll save your money, use them? Yes. Run your business based on them? Absolutely not. Run your business based on the bottom line, and when that come up. And Beth, I wanted to get that out because I misread what she was saying. She's saying you can put a sign-up button on Facebook for your newsletter. Thank you for clarifying that. That's a brilliant idea. You can sign up for your off eBay list on your Facebook page. You can also put a sign up for your eBay list if you want to on your Facebook page.
Okay. Another question on the same vein. Is there a way to figure out how many items we have listed in the past month to know whether premium or anchor store is necessary, is appropriate? Active items, because your active items is not necessarily telling you because some are relists and things like that.
Okay, great. I'm going to ask you to repeat that because I'm just getting messages from Chris. We realize how valuable your time is, and so we want to thank you for being here. The recording will be up within 48 hours, hopefully 24, and we will have a PDF with all the links. So if you need to go, you're not hurting anyone's feelings. We understand you've got a business to get back to. But I'm happy to stay and answer, and I will be here as long as Karen and I can handle it. So you're welcome to stay. Nobody's been asking you to leave. I just want to let you know that we are done, and if you need to go, go right ahead.
Okay.
Now, Karen, would you repeat that for me?
Yes, this person wants to know if there's a way to find out how much they've listed in the past month to know whether a premium or anchor store is appropriate, because she was saying that active items are not necessarily an accurate listing of how much they've listed, have listed because of sales and relists during the month.
That is absolutely true. That's why I said you don't want to just guess. You want to use real numbers. And thank you, Katerina. So I was going to say, if they're on your sales report, what you've listed in the last few months and what you've sold, not the traffic reports that we looked at, not there, the sales reports are the reports you need to get your actual numbers. Again, use the sales reports that you can use that to get your numbers, but also keep in mind, what are your plans for your business in 2013? I'm getting back on eBay. I've got some family issues to deal with. We're moving, whatever your business plan. Or I plan on ramping up my eBay sales. I'm going to double my business on eBay this year. Whatever your plans are, take that into consideration when you're trying to decide what level of store.
Okay. And then someone asked, is there a way to find out how many have signed up for your eBay newsletter?
Yes. Go to your Manage My Store link, and I understand some folks were having trouble finding that on the basic stores. I'm going to do some when I get off because it's available for all level of stores, but perhaps it's in a different location. I have a basic store on my other eBay ID, and I'll see if I can find that. But what you're looking for is the link that says Manage My eBay Store, and then all of that information will be in that area.
Okay. Would you recommend putting Twitter, now we're on to promotion box questions. Would you recommend putting Twitter and Facebook links in a promo box?
That would be an off eBay link, and I'm pretty sure would be a no-no according to eBay. Again, the only place that eBay allows you to put put off eBay links are on your About Me page. So could you put them on your About Me page? Yes. Would I put them in a promotion box? No, I wouldn't.
Okay. We have had some people who are having some trouble with understanding the how to create the promotion boxes and get them where they want them and things, Kat. So I suggested maybe you and I can write a detailed step-by-step that we can put and make available.
Let's do that, or even a video. Because I was trying to figure out how I could, log off my presentation and log on and do it live. But
yeah,
maybe you and I could do a quick video of creating a promotion box.
That'd work.
That might be better.
Because there was someone who had watched one of you. There's somebody who had watched one of your previous webinars and they tried it and it was not did not work well, shall we say?
Okay.
So that was something that I've suggested. Yep.
Yep. Great idea.
Can amateur reports be sent to a FTP or scheduled to an email?
I'm not sure. I know that some of their reports you can download. If you can download it, you should be able to FTP it somewhere or export it to Excel or whatever. But not all of the reports can, so that's one of those it depends questions. Sorry for the wishy-washy answer, but that's all I've got. Some of the reports you can, not all of them.
Okay, I'm answering another question, sorry. So from Katerina, I had a whole bunch of good questions for you, but I'm going to see if I can put them all together here. One of the things she's noticed is there's a huge decrease in visits comparing to a year ago. Do you have any ideas how to explain that?
I don't, because honestly, I'm hearing that. But on the other hand, I'm hearing from other people whose sales are back up where they were years ago. So I've got nothing for you concrete. I can tell you that I used to teach people that they relied on eBay. Your eBay fees are for your marketing. Don't wait.
We lost you, Kat.
Oh, I switched ears and its phone goes.
You can't do that. Yes, you have to stay on one ear until it dies.
My hand is falling asleep. Okay, I'm going to hold still. All right. Katerina, I don't know how to answer that. I don't have anything concrete for you. I'm hearing that from a lot of people that their sales are tanking. I'm also hearing from other people telling me their sales are better now than they have been in years.
She's talking about your screenshot that you showed of your store report. You have a reason for that.
I can tell you the reason for that right off. Kat's not paying attention on eBay. My sales are way down on eBay because of my focus not being there. Most of my listings are old listings that need to be cleaned up. So, yeah, that's my fault. I can blame that on me. That's easy.
Okay. Another question that she had is, what's the difference between referring domains and search engines on the amateur report?
Referring domains includes everything. Search engines will only show you the search engine. So if you go to referring domains, you're going to see the search engine, but you're also going to see like Zap Meta, whatever the heck that was. And I found a site one time that was called Swap Top Shoes. It was all about different types of shoes. So with referring domains, you're going to find all the domains that referred you traffic. With search engines, you're only going to find the search engines, like Google, Yahoo, Bing, that kind of thing.
And as you were just talking about the Z-Meta thing that you just showed us, you said you wrote a review on your shoes. Where did you write that review that got picked up?
On my custom pages. I'm almost positive that's where it can. I mean, it's a custom page about one-sole shoes and what they are and how they work and who invented them and all that kind of thing. Because I focus on women-invented products, so all that. I think that Meta place picked that up as a review when really it was written as an information article about the shoes. How do I explain that? No clue.
Interesting.
eBay store custom pages are huge. Google loves them. They figure if I've got 2 pages talking about these shoes, I must know what I'm talking about. So if someone's looking for those shoes, they're going to bring them to my store.
Cool. And everybody who's asking all these questions now, I will try to get to them for as long as I can keep Kat here. I'm still doing the beginning questions. Okay, when you were talking about the editing the keywords, that keyword page, which that's one of the most important pages too for as far as Google finding your stuff, isn't it?
Oh, very important. Yeah, absolutely.
That's one of the answers because they were asking about it, and it's like that will help you get those Google.
I wish I'd left one of mine standard because I'm pulling it back up here. And if you have not done this, when you first pull it up, a lot of these keywords over here in secondary keyword are going to say things like eBay's a great place to buy, eBay customer service, eBay. So that's great for eBay, not so great for you, okay? So that's why you need to go in here because eBay will send this out to Google, but they'll send out what they want Google to have. So you need to go in and change that.
Okay. Now I'm going to get to the more current questions that were coming in while you were answering those questions. They definitely, people really do want a keywords and they want traffic reports types of webinars. So we have those on the list. And they've been asking for about newsletter marketing. So let's see.
Okay, great. Good point from Beth. I want to get this out there. Don't use the same keyword more than 3 times. That's right. You don't want to go in there and say holy hat, holy hat, holy hat, holy hat, holy hat 15 times. Google's not going to think, oh, she knows a lot about holy hat. Google's going to think she's a spammer.
Right.
Okay. And they're asking how to change them. See this over here, which is when I'm on eBay, this is a clickable link. So you just click right here, and it takes you to the page to change those.
And they want to know what's the maximum number of keywords they can assign to each listing. And I think they're talking listings.
It cuts you off. Yeah, it cuts you off. When you click on this and go to that, I don't remember. You can see how there's a lot less here for primary and a lot more over here, but it'll cut you off and let you know. I think it's around 200. That says 15 over here maybe, and I think it's 200, not 200 keywords, but 200 spaces or something. I'm not sure the exact number.
Okay. This is a person, she has a basic store, and she doesn't see any templates for her store, just themes. Are templates not available for the basic store?
No, see, they should be available for all, and the templates should not be in your, under your eBay store. There's a separate page. When the PDF comes out, they should be able to go to that link. That link is for everybody. And then all you do is download it and copy and paste the HTML back into your store homepage, and it's all good.
Okay. Let's see. So here's another Katarina has question for you. In her referring domains, she has eBay at 67% and Google is 10%, but in other places she has Google at like 70%.
Okay, I think I was following along a little bit with Katarina, and I think what's going on is if you look at referring domains, and it's all the different domains that refer traffic, she's got Google at 10%. So it's just that one Google 10%. But then when she goes to search engine traffic, she's showing Google 70%. And I believe what that means is that out of all the different referring domains, only 10% are coming from Google.com when she considers all the referring domains. But if you're just looking at what search engine traffic you're getting from search engines only, 70% of the traffic she's getting from search engines are coming from Google. Does that make sense?
It does.
Like referring domains, you have 20 different domains referring traffic. Google's 10% of that. But on search engines, there's only 3 or 4, like Google, Yahoo, Bing, that kind of thing. So if you only consider those, 70% of that traffic is coming from Google, the other 30% from other search engines. Yeah, Katarina's as clear as mud. I totally agree.
Yeah. Well, and then this is one of the other questions. This Mark is asking, he was told in terms of SEO that good till cancel listings are not good for Google. Google SEO from an eBay rep. Google is looking for fresh content. But he switched back to the 30 days and he didn't see a bump in traffic. What do you think, Kat?
Yeah, Mark, I think it may take longer than 30 days to see a difference. I love good till cancel because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to remember. Mark was asking earlier, too, about an app to help you find the pictures. Kiwi Apps, Jean-Charles' company, as a company, has several apps in there that will actually automatically relist your items every 30 days so you avoid the GTC. Jean-Charles knows a lot about SEO and Google, and he is, again, telling me the same thing, that good to cancel is not good for Google. So I think it might take you more than 30 days to see that bump in traffic, Mark, but I think you made the right decision.
Yeah, now see, I do good till cancel because with my volume.
Yep, me too.
Yeah,
I'm going against my own advice. I don't have time to do that.
Well,
although I am going to look at the Kiwi app, because if I could get an app to do it for me automatically and I didn't have to remember to relist them, that might work.
That would be true. See, I find that things fall off and then it's like, okay. Somebody is asking where they find the page that you're showing right now.
Okay, let's see if I'm right here and I go back. Okay, if you go into Manage My Store, this page right here, it's a big, huge page. This little screenshot is from the top left corner of the Manage My Store screen. So you go to Manage My Store, and in the top left corner you see this little box right here, and here's the link, Search Engine Keywords. Click on that, and you'll go to that page.
And I think, as I'm wandering through, that you've covered most of the questions we have. So I think we're doing good. Okay. Beth, why is good till cancel not good for Google? It takes Google months to get around to indexing us.
I agree. Sometimes it takes Google time to get around, but I'm listening to this people smarter than I am. Jean-Charles has studied this a long time, and eBay itself is telling us that Google prefers fresh content. So if they come around and find you after a month and it's been there 6 months, you're not going to rank as high as it's new. I don't think that it's a killer. I think if you have the volume that you, Beth, have, and I have, and Karen has, and don't have time, I think good till cancel is not a killer. I think it helps. However, I think if you're just looking at strictly the SEO, it makes sense to end and relist and change titles and spruce it up a little bit at a time.
Well, and another thing that I say to people, too, is think of your time. For me, the time to sit there and relist every 30 days, 400, 500, 600 items versus how much it's getting me a bump in sales is not worth my mental hourly wage. So you have to take all of those facts into consider, too.
The hassle factor. I like to call that the hassle factor.
Because and I think that's part of the reason eBay was doing all those 30 days. You couldn't do good till cancel on those promotions. You could only do 30 days. So then every 30 days, I'm like getting this whole list of things that ended, and I'm like, oh, now I got to go back in and relist them. It's just
evident. Always, that's the problem with looking at SEO is you need to look at. I know our mentor's big word is totality, but you need to look at the totality. You focus down to the nitty-gritty on every individual aspect of SEO. You may get a different answer than if you're looking at the whole as a whole. Is it more important for my SEO that I list every fresh items every 30 days? But if I don't have time to go in and do my SEO keywords here, and I don't have time to do anything over on Facebook, what's better?
Well, and here's another point that somebody pointed out, which I wasn't even thinking about. If you're using social media marketing, Pinterest, Facebook, to post links of things, those links will change if you do a relist, whereas if you do a good till cancel, it'll stay the same.
Absolutely. That's definitely a problem on social media, dead links.
So you'll have dead links. So you have to figure out where your traffic is coming from most. If it's coming from Google, then you want to conform with Google. If it's coming most from Pinterest or Facebook or whatever, then you work your stuff that way.
Exactly. Like I said, if you look at the totality of what you're doing for SEO and all of your social media marketing, you're going to do the best you can on all of it together, versus if you narrow down, is it better to have 30 days or GTC? Well, if you ask me that specific question, I'm probably going to tell you for SEO purposes, it's better to have 30-day fresh listings. But as part of your overall plan with social media marketing and the time factor may not be.
Okay.
Is that a good political answer? I could be a politician.
Yeah, no. And I mean, a lot of it is, you know, with Google. Google is looking for fresh content, and Google, but then we don't know how often Google crawls eBay listings anyways. And if you're using auctions at all, Google's not going to crawl those anyways because the duration's too short.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a whole matter of different.
Well, I think Mark would do. He's talking about optimizing the keywords in here. I think a keyword class we should definitely put on the list because there's a lot of information about what keywords to use and what not, what doesn't matter. All of that.
Exactly.
Okay, I think we've almost got it, and
I think we do.
That must mean something.
And if there are some questions that are on here that are definitely more eBay questions than there's for us to answer. If we didn't get to your question, we will take a look and see if we can find the answer for it.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, and if you didn't get to it, put it in the Facebook group. Also, we did get you, Williams, coming to do a webinar on search at eBay. So maybe a lot of these questions might even be better answered by you. So stick with us on that. And Karen, I'll need your recording when we're done, okay?
Not a problem. I will stop the recording in a minute. And thank you all for attending. If you want to join our Facebook group, it's www.facebook.com/top-rated sellers. And you should find our group over there.
See you then.
Thanks. Bye-bye.